All right, so zero and negative exponents. We're going to continue with that in this video. First thing I want to review is the relationship between division and multiplication. When we divide by 2, it's really the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. Just like when we subtract 3, it's the same thing as adding negative 3. So if I have 10 divided by 2, whoopsies, my gosh, give me my pen. That is 5. And sure enough, 10 times 1/2 is also 5. How about dividing by 3? What's 18 divided by 3? 6. And 18 times 1/3, or 1/3 of 18, is also 6. How about dividing by 5? If I divide by 5, you all should be able to tell me it's the same as multiplying by ... Think about it. Think about it. How about 1/5? And sure enough, 35 divided by 5 is 7. And 35 times 1/5 is also 7. So if we can just kind of keep that in mind as we go along, I think that will be very helpful. So now let's look at some patterns of exponents. So we're going to look with a base of 2. I want you to pay close attention to the row with the 0 exponent and the rows with the negative exponent. And I just want you to keep in mind that multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2. So you know that 2 raised to the 3rd power is just 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. 2 to the 1st is 2, which is 2. So what's happening every time I go down a row? You can say I'm dividing by 2, or I'm multiplying by 1/2. So here's where it gets a little kind of cool, really, and we're going to be able to determine why this works in another class period or so. But 2 raised to the 0 power is 1, because as I come down this row, or this column, excuse me, what's happening each time I'm dividing by 2 or multiplying by 1/2? 8 times 1/2 is 4, 4 times 1/2 is 2, 2 times 1/2 is 1. Then we get into negative exponents. How cool is that? So let me go down here and see if I can move this up a little bit. All right, and my recording screen is not working as well as I wanted it to. So sure enough, let me grasp this, that as we go down here, 2 to the negative 1 is just 1 over 2 raised to the 1st power, or 1/2. Going down this simplified column, see the pattern? We're just dividing by 2 or multiplying by 1/2 each time. So 2 to the negative 2 is just 1 over 2 squared, or 1/2 times 1/2, which is 1/4. So notice these negative exponents do not necessarily mean negative numbers. They just mean that you're going to take the exponent and it's going to, in this case, come below the fraction bar. Right? And 2 to the negative 3 is 1 over 2 cubed, which is 1 over 2 times 2 times 2, which is 1/8. If you want to check it with a calculator, you're more than welcome to do that. So remember, dividing by 10 is the same as what? Multiplying, I'm going to use my little multiplication sign here, by 1/10. Oopsies, what happened there? So here we go. You can see 10 cubed, 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000, 10 squared. Just basically going through the same pattern as we did last time. Once again, 10 raised to a 0 power is 1. 10 raised to the negative 1 is 1 over 10. 10 raised to the negative 2 is 1 over 10 squared, which is 1 over 100. Same pattern. Now I want you to fill in this table. Take a minute to fill in this table on your own. You have a worksheet. Turn off the video and then come back and we'll check to make sure. So hopefully you've turned off the video. In expanded form, this would be what? Oopsies. Go back, go back, go back. Did I cut a page? Which I didn't mean to do. Right. Let's see if I can undo that. Here we go. So, lots of mistakes. You guys, I'm a rookie at this, so you're just going to have to bear with me. So here we go. Let me get my pen going. So this is going to be 5. 5 squared is 5 times 5. So I hope we put that in. 5 to the 1 is 5, which simplified is 5. 5 to the 0, there's 1. I hope you're seeing a pattern. What's happening every time I raise something to the 0 power? 5 to the negative 1 is 1 over 5, 1/5. 5 to the negative 2 would be 1 over 5 squared, right? Which is 1 over 25. And then 5 to the negative 3, we can't see, but it would be 1 over 5 cubed, and make 1/25th is what your final answer should be there. So now I want you to take this little formative assessment, making sure you can simplify each of these. Once again, please turn off your video recording and pause. Go ahead and answer these questions. It's not a trick question. They're going to be pretty straightforward. All right, so hopefully you've come back and you will see that 3 raised to the 0 power is 1. 17 raised to the 0 power is 1. 8 raised to the 0 power is 1. 11 raised to the 0 power is 1. X, being any number, raised to the 0 power is 1. All right. Now, how about when we write using positive exponents? I don't want you to go the whole way and simplify into a decimal. I want you to leave it as a fraction and an exponent. So this would be 1 over 4 to the 5th. 3 to the negative 7th would be 1 over 3 to the 7th. 12 to the negative 3 would be 1 over 12 cubed. And 6 to the negative 2 would be 1 over 6 squared. And x to the negative 1/4 would be 1 over x to the 4th. So can you think about it? Write a rule for any number raised to the 0 power. So no matter what I raise to the 0 power, the answer is going to be 1. How about a rule for any number raised to a negative power? That base comes down below the fraction bar, and it's a raised to the positive n. Right? So one thing I didn't talk about is, what if I have like a negative 3 raised to a negative 5th power? Okay, sorry, my invisible ink. That would be a negative number, only not because of the exponent being negative, but because of the number being negative. Right? So that would be negative 1 over 3 to the positive 5th. All right, thanks for watching.